Hey, what's going on, social media family? Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I feel like my head is floating because everything's black around me. But I really wanted to just take a few minutes here this morning, and I want to say thank you. And I want to thank everybody, in the social media world, but I also want to, just thank friends, family members, acquaintances, just people in general. This is a very special day. So today is June 30th. 2020, and today actually marks 15 years that I've actually been building our Legal Shield and prepaid legal services business. And I'm so excited because I'm more excited today about building our business than I was back in 2005. At the time, I was 24 years old, and I was introduced to information about the services that we provide. And it's very timely, especially right now, because there was a magazine that actually came out. It was called the Success from Home magazine. And in the middle of the Success from Home magazine, there was actually a spread, and it said, "Leading the Legal Revolution." Now, I don't know if you have a special connection with the word revolution, but I totally do. And I remember seeing this information and seeing the services that this company provides for the very first time. And I thought, wow, here is a tangible way that we could actually give somebody something that can help them. Anytime someone's getting taken advantage of, anytime someone has a situation like where they need an attorney and things like that, this service could potentially provide something for them. And that's why I got so excited about it. And so here is my story. And I know some of you know the story, a handful of you do, but I wanted to share that story with you today as it pertains to 15 years. This is a decision I made 15 years ago to actually build my Legal Shield business, and we continue to build that today. So let me share this with you. So 15 years ago, I had 3 jobs. I was working almost 80 hours a week at some points. I didn't like what I was doing. And honestly, I was just looking for something else. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you were just looking for something else. I was working at a mortgage company, essentially as a bill collector. I worked in bankruptcy, foreclosure, and that type of thing. And I didn't like it. I was in a call center, picking up phone calls all day and just being stressed out all day. And I remember being on lunch just thinking like, this sucks. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this industry. And what ended up happening is one of my coworkers from one of my other jobs actually introduced me to Legal Shield. So I ended up getting started on a very part-time basis marketing these legal services. Now we have a mobile app that you can obviously tap, a button on your phone, and you have access to attorneys. But here I was sitting in that mortgage, company, and I was talking to people who needed an attorney. I was talking to people who were late on their bills. I was talking to people who were victims of identity theft, and I had a resource for them. I had something that could have helped them, but it was conflict of interest for me to tell people over the phone, like, hey, you should get this because it can help you. And then I got to start promoting something that could help people. The first time I used the services, I saved over, I think it was like $200, $300 on an insurance issue. The first time my mom used the service, she actually saved over $40,000, on the first time she used it when she was living in Maryland. So what ended up happening is, I made a couple $100, my first month. That turned into an extra 500 to 1,000 very quickly. And then my 8th month of the business, I actually made $4,000 on a part-time basis. And that was more than I was making at my full-time job at the time. I was single, not married, no kids. But at that point, I ended up stepping away from the jobs I had. And honestly, I haven't had a traditional job or boss now in over 14 years. It's been amazing. Like, we've been able to tithe more and give more time to our church. We were able to help my mom retire early. Now, check this out. My mom was a registered nurse for almost 30 years. But because of us building this business together, we were able to help her retire early. Now, here's the craziest thing. Like, most of you know, or a lot of you know, about 4 years ago, my mom actually passed away. It was May 6th of 4 years ago. And one of the most challenging times of our lives, obviously, just going through my mom's, health situation and helping her, supporting her, and things like that. But because of Legal Shield, because of building this business and being able to work from home and being able to work from anywhere, we were able to be there with her throughout that entire time, of her being, challenged health-wise. And the great thing is my mom, because of this opportunity and because of this business, and this is why I love Legal Shield so much, or one of the reasons why, we were able to spend so much time with each other over the last 10 years of her life. And my mom, she was job free early because of this business, because of Legal Shield, because of this opportunity. And that's why today I'm celebrating. 15 years is a good amount of time. 15 years is a good portion of my life that I've been devoting to building this business and really fighting for this crusade. Because the crusade is equal justice for everyone, right? Equal justice under the law. The crusade is, there are people getting taken advantage of right now, and this gives people access to recourse. This gives people access to something that can help them fight against injustice. And that's what I've always been about. One of the biggest reasons why I got started with Legal Shield was I was a student activist when I was in college. I loved being able to fight for people's rights. I loved being able to, fight against things that were wrong, fight against injustice in general. And one of the biggest reasons why I aligned myself with building this Legal Shield business was because it allows us to fight injustice. And in times like these, I can't think of a better, time to celebrate than a company like ours that continues to fight for injustice. So I just wanted to share those things with you today. And the rest of the story is this. It took us 5 years to start earning a six-figure income, with Legal Shield. Our biggest month has been about $15,000 in 30 days. And I definitely don't say that lightly, because where I came from, that's definitely, a good chunk of change. But to be able to work from home and be able to earn a significant income and help other people do the same exact thing, that's what I love. And that's what I appreciate, obviously about, Legal Shield. My wife and I are now full-time work from home parents because of this opportunity. Our daughters, 7 years old and 5 years old, they don't know a day in their lives that their parents aren't working from home. And a huge reason why that is even a possibility is building this Legal Shield business. So I just want to thank you guys, obviously, for tuning in, and thank you so much for celebrating with me today. But today marks 15 years building our Legal Shield business. So God bless you guys, and thank you so much for the referrals. Thank you so much for always thinking of us when it comes to people, or you even, who actually need some type of legal assistance. So God bless you guys. Have an incredible day. Let's go out there and make some things happen. Let's make a change for the good. God bless you. Stay positive, everybody.